Hello. How's it going? It's been a minute. I thought it'd be fun if I made this up while you were watching, just so you could see how very little thought I put into these little post-its. Alright, so 1,000 points to whoever can guess what we will be talking about today based on this little post-it here. I'll give you a couple seconds to read through it. But we have, in case you can't read it, The Beard Man, Book to Movie, Lenny, Josh, Fashion, Sets, V Important. Maybe I should put like I want to say it's 2013, but I think that's wrong. I think it's, oof, that's very bad. 2012, I think. Did you make your guess? You would be correct. We are talking about the Hunger Games today. I watched this movie just now. I was still feeling extremely existential. I've been in a little bit of a rut as of recently. And I don't know what, I got on YouTube and somebody mentioned something about Rue from the Hunger Games, and I was like, oh, you know what I'm watching tonight? So I did. It's on Hulu. All four of those movies are on there. And here's why I watched it. I fully believe, I still believe, I believed it at the time it came out, that it is the best book to movie adaptation out there. And it is absolutely, I want to say Suzanne Collins absolutely had a hand in the movie itself. I'm almost certain that she did. And it just, like, you can tell. The adaptation is, it's untouched. I mean, like, I love Harry Potter. That franchise is, you know, there will probably never be anything like it. Like, I cannot tell you how badly I miss being a kid, knowing that there were still another 5 Harry Potter movies to come out. Those days are gone. The dog days are over. And it sucks. But Hunger Games accomplished something that Harry Potter couldn't. That Twilight couldn't. And that every other adaptation afterwards didn't. And I think, of course the cast had a lot to do with it. I mean, like, I still remember the day that I found out that I don't remember if it's Josh Hutcherson or Josh Hutcherson. I can never remember. I love this man to death. I fell in love with him in Zathura, and I've loved him in everything he's ever done ever since, and I cannot remember the man's name. But anyway, yeah, I remember the day that I found out that Josh was playing Peeta Mellark, and I was absolutely elated. And in that same day, I found out that Lenny Kravitz was playing Cinna. And I can't express how I've never felt this high before, like since that moment. I was a theater kid, okay, like in high school, like my last 2 years of high school, and we did this play called Back to the 80s, and we had to learn this dance to Girls Just Want to Have Fun, and the choreographer had us doing a leap, which I'd never done in my life. And at that point in my life, I was so uncomfortable with dancing in public. I hated it, and actually just dancing in general. It's a different story now. I really love dancing now, but at the time, it was an insecurity that I couldn't get past, and I had to learn how to leap, and I worked really hard to learn how to leap. You know, the show came and I nailed it. But when I found out who this cast was, I was so excited. I was so elated. I was so happy that I started leaping down my hallway. I was like 17 years old doing leaps down my hallway because Lenny Kravitz was going to be Cinna. I didn't know any of the other cast members. And then, you know, you have what's-her-face as Effie Trinket. You have Stanley Tucci as the interview guy. I don't remember his name now, the character's name. God, it was just so good. Like, I remember pieces of what, like, from the book when Katniss says, like, how impressed she is with the interviewer because he knows what he's doing because he's so good at his job. Like, his job is to make everybody feel sort of welcome and to really like help them highlight what makes them special and to make them feel as good as they can given the situation. And you totally get that vibe from Stanley Tucci. Like, absolutely, 100%. No question about it. Stuff like that this adaptation just nailed. Like, Cinna's gold eyeliner on Lenny Kravitz. But then, like, okay, so I think the fashion had a lot to do with this movie's success because that was such a big part of the book. But I think more importantly, just like the set, I mean, it's just like, I think that's what really made it. You're thrown into District 12 not knowing what's going on at all, and everything's sad and everything's poor, and Jennifer Lawrence takes a bath in like a fucking tub and everything's cold and she does it looks like a straightener has not been put to her hair. She's just like rocking these braids that she does in the books, and you're just thrown into this world, and then you're thrown onto this train, and it's just like magnificent, and everything thereafter. Like, you don't really know what happens in these games until you're actually in the games. And there's just like bits where, you know, when Katniss is getting ready to go on the show with Stanley Tucci, and it's just the camera on her, and she's just like, sorry, let me concentrate for a second. Nah. Ooh. Fuck. Okay, that didn't go well. But when she's literally just like standing in front of like the screen and she's all dressed up, and then I accidentally hit stop recording. I think I'm gonna have to download some kind of video editor now. I can't let go of the first video. Fuck. We'll figure it out. Okay, but anyway, as I was saying, whenever she's standing, literally, she's all dressed up and she's standing in front of the screen and she's ready to go onto the stage to be interviewed by Stanley Tucci, and like just all of that, where we're just following Katniss and only Katniss throughout all of it. Like, it wasn't a shot of her just like, you know, an announcer being like, and here's Katniss Everdeen, and then you look at her dress and it's like, ooh, no, we're like with Katniss the entire time. And I feel like just all of that made this movie come together in a way that It's just so good. It really is. The adaptation is nothing compares, and in terms of adaptation. Although I can't say, I've never read Lord of the Rings, so maybe that is a better adaptation. And I am very upset with the fact that they split Mockingjay into 2 parts. I was upset at the time. I am upset now. And I mean at the time that it came out. I'm still upset now because I think it would have been nearly flawless if they just made that last book a single movie. Because the last 2 drag and it's not fun. Anyway, yeah. And then, of course, the overall performances were just, like, astounding. And I'm talking about every actor. All of them. All of them. And then, just, like, I don't know, I thought this was kind of funny. And you can't tell me I'm wrong. But The Hunger Games, the movie, and Twilight, the movie, have the exact same ending. You literally just have, like, the 2 main characters kind of, you know, basking in their win, sort of, in their glory, and the main, like, antagonist is watching and then climbing up a set of stairs. Like Victoria does it in Twilight, she just goes down a flight of stairs, and then President Snow does it, he's going up a flight of stairs. It's the exact same ending. No. Fuck. That's quite unfortunate. Dear God. I think that's a very bad move. Let's see. Okay, did I miss anything? No, I don't think so. I think the only other thing I wanted to kind of touch base on was just like, I don't know, that era of being a fangirl. Like, you know, the height of like 2011 through 2014 when all of our Pinterest boards were just Doctor Who and Harry Potter and The Hunger Games. And a little bit of Les Mis. Like, what a time. I miss those days. I miss being excited for something. I haven't felt that in so long. Like, okay, I take that back. I felt that again when I saw that. I don't know if it's Timothée or Timothy Chalamet is going to be Willy Wonka. I have not felt so happy in years. I have not been so excited for something in so long. I'm so excited. I love Willy Wonka so much. I loved the original. I always forget if it's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or Willy Wonka. I think it's called Willy Wonka. But yeah, Gene Wilder is the fucking goat. I didn't name my card Jeep Wilder for nothing. And like I'm fangirling hard for this one. And also Wes Anderson's film, also with Timothy, and I really wish I knew how to pronounce his name. I love him in basically anything he's in. But yeah, I really miss that era. Doctor Who, Sherlock. I never got into Supernatural. But what a fun time. If you've ever been curious about Doctor Who, just start watching with Matt Smith's Doctor. Number 11, I believe that's season 5 of the newer Doctor Who's. It's on HBO. You don't even need to really know anything about the show at all. I think it's Stephen Moffat that writes those, and Matt Smith. They both just take you on this magical journey, and you really don't need to know much about the Doctor to enjoy it, which is what's so great about that era of Doctor Who. But anyway, I digress. I didn't mean to do that. Shit. Oh well, here we are. Fuck, I'm making bad mistakes. Bad decisions all around. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. I really hope I can figure out. I'm literally gonna have to download something to merge these two videos. I remember seeing my mouse, like the cursor, over the stop button, and I was like, huh, maybe I should move that. And then thinking like, well, why the next time I touch it, it's going to be when I'm turning this off. This is what I get for not listening to my intuition. Literally every time, it bites me in the ass. I'm a Scorpio, so whatever that means. I think it means I'm intuitive. But it's worse because when I ignore that intuition, it bites me in the ass. So yeah, I think the next time I see y'all, I might be 27, like post my birthday. I'm thinking I might go on a little like weekend trip for my birthday, but we'll see. I'm hoping. I called a place to see if they still had openings for like a hotel, and basically if they don't, I won't get to stay in this place, but I will probably still make a day trip out of it regardless. Because it's like the leaves have really been starting to change now. Like there's hardly any, well, there's still green, but it's really pretty. So I hope it's like peak beautiful on my birthday. That'd be amazing. All right, yeah, so this wasn't a spooky sesh exactly, but you can't deny how spooky it is. It's spooky how good the adaptation of The Hunger Games on the big screen is all I will say. Okay. Goodbye. Okay, whoa, big update. I didn't have to download a thing. Microsoft comes with a video editor. I found out after I Googled how to combine videos. And it was such an easy task. So, look out world, I can edit these things now. And now I have no excuse for being so lazy with the way that I do these things. This is so cool, I can add stuff afterwards. Wow. Okay, but peace out for real. Okay, bye.